Welcome to Donna's Deals and DIYs Summer Vacation Part 5. This is day 6, which is a sea day. We had breakfast in the main dining room. We are not getting off the ship this day. Dungeness crab eggs Benedict I had for breakfast. And I also had, came with potatoes. And I also had Swedish pancake, which was really good. We thought we were going to have brunch, but they did not serve brunch. They had just regular breakfast. Full English breakfast was for my mom. Then we were going to play bingo, but it cost too much money, so we went to adult coloring instead, and we got there late after they'd already started. So we didn't really get to finish our adult coloring, but right after that they had a dot challenge, and we did the dot to dot. And after that was lunchtime, so we weren't hungry, but we wanted to have some cake at the Cake Me Away event. And so we went and basically had cake for lunch. And they had all different kinds of cake, any kind of cake you could possibly think of. You can have all the cake you want. You just have to tell them which kind you want. So there was a little bit of a line we had to wait. So I took quite a bit of pictures of all the cake. I can't even remember what kind we had, but at the very beginning of this, I showed you a picture and it showed the different kinds of cake that they had. And I don't remember the name of the one Mom got, but this is her cake. She said it was good. And I got the almond roca cake and the crepe cake. Did not eat all the crepe cake just because I just really kind of wanted to just try it. And then we went back to the room and rested. I wanted to put some of the ship decor in here for you to see some of the ship decor, just because with it being a sea day, we just didn't have a lot to do that day. And so we went back to our room, we rested, we watched movies, and we went to tea, and then we went to dinner. So it's just going to show that's the elevator door right there. It's going to just show that we ate a lot. So I wanted to get some of the decor in there because I just didn't take pictures of everything we did. While we were on the ship, we did go to like a port talk and a shopping talk, but we just didn't take pictures of all that. So. But there was some pretty decor on the ship, so I just decided to take some pictures of it. This is the Holland America Zuiderdam, and this is our New England cruise. Trivia bingo, he led that, Jose did, and he was so funny. Then we went to the Royal Dutch Tea, and Mom really likes tea, and she likes to go to tea. It's fun. So we had some little pastries and little sandwiches and stuff. So she enjoyed it, as you can see, because she's smiling. And then that night was our dress up night. So we went back to get ready for dinner and dress up. I had velvet pants on with that pearl top she had on, that bling bling black top. And this is the main dining room. For a dress up night, I was pretty disappointed in the menu. I had the French onion soup, but it was very good. Mom had it earlier in the week when they gave her that prosciutto instead. And cream of mushroom soup was Mom's. This duck I did not like. I took one bite of it, ate all the vegetables, did not eat the duck, don't like it, didn't like it. Pan fried sea bass was what my mom had. It is good. I had it last year on my Holland American cruise. The warm chocolate lava cake was my dessert, and I loved it. It was yum yum. And Mom had the creme brulee again with her pretty black blingy outfit on. And then we went to see Britain Thunder in the main stage. They're kind of a folk rock, fiddle playing, guitar playing mixture of music. They're a lot of fun. We enjoyed it. It was enjoyable. It was probably the best show we saw. We only saw two. Then we went back to the room to go to sleep, and we got this towel animal from our room attendant, and I put the yellow glasses on it to make it cute. It was a little elephant. Then it is Friday, which is our last full day on the ship, which is in New Brunswick, or St. John, New Brunswick, Canada is our port. We're only there till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was foggy. So I forgot to tell you the story about the fog, so I'm going to do that as you see pictures of St. John. And we went on this bus tour, and so you're going to see pictures of that area, park, and that kind of thing. Anyway, it started being really foggy on Wednesday night in the middle of the night, and I could hear the foghorn going. It kept waking me up. And then it was foggy all day the day before, which was our sea day. And then it is starting to lift later on in the day on our last day. but you can still see it's pretty foggy in these pictures. This is Falls View Park, where the reversing falls rapids are. Excuse me, that's where two rivers meet each other and they reverse. So you can see it right there. You're going to see a video in a minute that's really going to show it even better. The only kind of sea life or anything I saw in this area were some birds, but it's really pretty whenever it's not so foggy and you can see it better. Anyway, they took us there on this bus and we booked this through Holland America, this tour. It was like a city highlight tour, I think was the name of it. And Mom stayed on the bus. It was a little bit chilly because of the fog, so she stayed on the bus. I got out and take pictures. This is really good video of how you can see the uh, river reverse. One's going in one direction, one's going to the other. They're meeting and reversing. So that's really cool there. It's part of the Bay of Fundy in St. John, uh, New Brunswick, Canada. That is our bus driver in full on, what do you call that outfit? Kilt. And that was our bus. And this is some more of the views of downtown as we're going through New Brunswick. We're going to end up at the city market where they're going to let us out of the bus to go shopping for 20 whole minutes, which was just not long enough. But we did pretty much see everything. There was just some things, there was something I wanted to buy that I didn't have time to buy. But we pretty much saw most of it. And we did buy a couple of things here. I got some maple butter and some maple jelly because they told us not to leave without getting maple butter. And I actually tried it for breakfast this morning, and the maple butter is very good. This was a Dollar Tree right next to it, and I really wish we'd have had time to go in there because it says it's like souvenir country or something, but we did not get a chance to go in there. It would have cost us money to ditch the tour and take a cab back over to the port. So all the McDonald's have that maple leaf on them to show they're in Canada. There's a selfie of me and a picture of Mom on the bus. For some reason, they wanted to take us back to the reversing falls to show us what it looks like in different tide. So when the tide is different, you don't see it reverse as much, but you can see it all better because the fog is finally lifting. And there was a tugboat going through there. And you're going to see a bridge, which you couldn't see before because it was too foggy. As you can see, that's where they were reversing before, and it's just not as prominent as it was before because the tide has changed. Um, yeah, that's pretty cool. There's the bridge. And yeah, we get back on the bus and they take us back to the cruise port. And we went inside the cruise terminal. We took some pictures and then we went shopping in the container village. What they did is they took a bunch of shipping containers and turned them into little shops at the Bay of Fundy is what they call it. That's where St. John's Bay of Fundy. And there's Mom shopping. And we did buy a couple of things here because a lot of it was it was all local artists and local vendors. That's a picture of from our window on the ship, Bay of Fundy. That's what I saw when I looked out the window. And that is us going back up into the ship, and it had that really long walkway, but it says, "Welcome to St. John." So I had to take pictures of it. Here's Mom back on the ship. We're going to eat dinner, or excuse me, have lunch in the main dining room because it was lunchtime. And she had the chicken and orzo soup, and I had the mixed Italian garden salad, which was very good. And she had the burger and fries, which was good, but she couldn't eat it all. And she let me try some of the burger, and it was great. And I had the bucatini with 4 mushroom sauce, and it was excellent. It's one of my favorite dishes on the whole trip. The mango sundae was mine. It's not much to talk about or write home about, but it was okay. And the banana cream pie was her dessert, and it was pretty good. And this was my favorite waiter. He always refilled my iced tea without me asking him, and he was so fun. And then we went to later on that day, we went to the Indonesian afternoon tea. And I didn't take pictures of the waiters. I should have because they were all wearing these really cool Indonesian shirts and they look so handsome. But anyway, this is the tea. And then we went back and I tried to pack my bags and get ready for dinner. And then we went to dinner. This is our last dinner on the cruise. I had a coupon for a free drink because I had been on Holland before. They ended up charging me for that drink, so I have emailed them about that. This was Mom Caesar salad, and I had the crispy Thai vegetable spring roll. And then we both had the crispy sweet and sour shrimp, and Mom said this was one of her favorite dishes on the whole cruise, and it was. It was very good. Much better than one we had last year. And then we both had baked Alaska for dessert. First time we both ordered the same thing for dessert and for dinner. Thank you for watching. I'll be back with the last part of my video. God bless you.